Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Dad. How are you?
Hi, Dave.
Yes.
This is Dad calling.
Yes.
I'm going to...
Yes. Spit it out. Where are you going?
I'm going to the hospital.
Yeah, of course you are. That's what we used to do all the time.
I wanted to let you know.
Yes.
I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Love you. Bye-bye.
All right, love you too.
Message was left through.
You're a great interpreter. One of the best interpreters ever. Unbelievable. I'm so blessed to have great interpreters. How do you interpret the word hospital? Come on, it's not that hard. You've been doing it for how many years? Come on, Hal and Philly. Hal, Aaron Cohen. Sing us into the road. Let's do it.
9 o'clock, I'm bored to death. Smoke so much I can smell my own breath. My baby left me, my best friend's not at home. Can't get that woman off my mind. I've never been the broody kind, but there's still one thing makes me come alive. Yeah, I'm gone for a drive.
The following podcast is rated D for dumb. You're listening to Dumbing It Down with Dave, the fastest podcast on earth. Listen to Dave commute to and from work on the New York State Thruway in his 2008 Kia Rio LX. He talks about pragmatism, truth, happiness, and the search for it all. Join Dave as he asks and tells you how life ought to be. And now, here's Dave.
That's me. I think next time the message will say, and now. Hey, I'm in my Kia Rio going home. You want to join me for a drive? Yeah. That's good. Take a seat. I got one right here on my right. Got two in the back. So I got room for three in the car. And I got room for a couple of million outside. So, you know what? If you want to wear your mask, wear your mask. Probably should. I'm all about the mask. I don't really care. There's a lot of talk about that mask. People don't like that mask. Doesn't bother me at all. But, I mean, it's not comfortable. It's not enjoyable. It's just, I do it. Whatever. You're a sheep. Whatever. I'm not a sheep. I'm trying to stay alive. I don't understand the science. So I do it. Do you understand the science? Yeah, it's a hoax. All right, well, good. When you die, maybe it'll be a hoax. Maybe I'll go, oh, who's dead? Joe? No, he's not dead. It's a hoax. His family's lying. He never got sick. By the way, I have a friend of mine whose name I'm not going to mention. He got it. He got the COVID, and he swore he wasn't going to get it. I'll have to get some clarification on that because I feel like every time I say something, it's wrong. Like, I never said that. But I'm pretty sure he said that. I'm pretty sure he said, no, I'm not going to wear it unless they make me. I'm not going to get it. I'm just not going to get it. It's just not going to be on me. It's never going to come to me. Whatever those words that he said. I know he doesn't listen to the show, but he's got the COVID. And I spoke to him the other day, and he doesn't feel good. It's uncomfortable. He feels sluggish, tired, whatever. So, it was definitely a situation where I guess I could have said, I told you so. But I didn't because I feel bad. But he said he wasn't going to get it. And then he got the COVID. So I hope he makes it through. And by the way, I never would have said, I told you so. That's a horrible thing to say. I'm very concerned for him. I hope it doesn't get worse. I don't know, because he does have those, what do you call those preceding, he has other ailments. He has other things going on. Obesity being one of them. Anyway, thank you, Alex Exum, ALEXEXUM. That's the voice you heard doing the intro. Maybe next time I'll do something like that. Now. One of those overwrought, or not overwrought, overbearing, overproduced intros. Probably not. When I heard him say it, I heard that for the first time today. I was like, yeah, that thing should repeat itself. And thank you, Hal Aaron Cohen. Hal in Philly with the intro song, Going for a Drive. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Everybody loves the song. And I still haven't heard from Hal in regards to availability of the song. He hasn't, probably didn't hear that show. That seems to be going around a lot. People are missing shows. Because I'm talking to people, they go, what are you talking about? You had a month of hell? Yeah, that's okay. I did a couple of podcasts about it. In fact, I got to do it with part 3. Because I still haven't finished it. Oh, I didn't know. I don't listen to podcasts anymore. Oh, really? Really? You just stopped. You didn't think maybe you want to like message me? Oh, I didn't think I had to check in with you. I know. It's just, when you're commenting, when you're watching and commenting all the time, and then all of a sudden I see you stop commenting, I figure say, hey man, I don't want you to take it personally, but I stopped listening to your podcast because I just stopped listening to all podcasts. Oh, okay, well, yeah, to each his own. But then again, either way, it's okay. But I know I would have. I would have said, hey man, I haven't heard your... I've done that, actually, of course. I always say that, right? Oh, Dave, you do everything, boy. You got your Kia Rio, 35 miles to the gallon, so you're pragmatic, and you just tell everybody everything. You're just such a great guy. Yeah, whatever. It's not that hard. It's just... It's not that hard to be a hard worker. It's not that hard to stay in touch. It's not that hard to engage. The phone is in your hand. It's right there. Oh, I have to go up the telephone pole like Oliver Wendell Douglas from Petticoat Junction. You don't know where I live. I have to climb up a big pole, and then I have to turn the crank. I have to get the party line, and then we're going to hook up the... And then when the Cannonball Express comes by, they blow the whistle. I can't hear anything. All right, whatever. All right, listen. Wow, sarcasm abounds this morning here in the Kia Rio. In the porta potty. All right, thanks, guys. I appreciate you helping out with the beginning of the show. All right, let's do it. By the way, if you, I don't know if you've had a chance, but I'm just going to do listeners' comments today. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get to it this time. I tried to get to it last time, then it turned into be episode, I think, 248, which was Joe Biden's going to lose huge. News at 11. A pragmatic prediction. And it was pretty pragmatic. I mean, if you just listen to the show, you see there's no emotion in there. I don't care one way or the other. I never do. I have no agenda. But it was a pretty fair assessment of Joe Biden's ability to win an election. Not just the presidential election, any election. He's already lost 2 presidential elections. I don't know how many. What's the record for lost presidential elections? And has anybody lost 2 and then come back to win a 3rd? But not even like the 3rd. Like the 3rd after 12 years. Anyway. And he lost badly too. I mean, not like he was even close, just decimated. Anyway, I'm not going to return to that. I guess I already did. And then you pick a vice presidential running mate who's worse than you. Not only does she not energy, whatever her name is, I am so horrible. Is it Kamala, whatever? Ms. Harris. She dropped out really early. There was like a kaboom, like, oh, she's on the scene. Okay, let's check her out. Wow, look, black woman, great, good for America. Nope, not since Shirley Chisholm. And Nixon took care of her back in the day. From what I understand, I remember reading something or hearing a podcast. Nixon was paranoid about Shirley Chisholm. What a lunatic he was. So anyway, it's been a long time since we had a black woman running for these offices. But that's great. I mean, she's running for VP. Is she running? No, she's not running. She's on the ticket with Joe, Sleepy Joe. Kamala's probably sits there on a chair by the side of the bed and wakes him up at 9 o'clock. Time to go. I made you breakfast. Wake up. Wake up, Joe. All right. Now, I really don't have anything against him, and I don't have an agenda. It's just funny. Because every time I see him, I think of the guy from the Calm podcast. Because every time you ever hear the Calm. What did I say? Did I say Palm? The Palm podcast. That's a whole other story. But the Calm podcast. You listen to that guy, 10 seconds, you're out. I don't know one story he's ever told. I don't listen to it very often. What I have, I make it like 5 words, and he's got magical powers with that sleepy voice. Can you imagine that? You're famous because you're the guy from the Calm. You're the guy that puts people to sleep. Your voice is specifically manufactured so people fall asleep. You're so boring. You're so, I don't know, they're supposed not boring. He's tranquil. Yeah, you know what? He's boring. That voice is so, oh my God, I'm so sorry. As soon as he talks, my eyes get heavy. I start to yawn. So Joe's like that too a little bit. Not as bad, of course. I'm only kidding. But, you look at his face, you go, first of all, I go, wait a minute. Not a bad job on those plugs. He must have some money. Nice job on the plugs. Remember, he was bald. So, and then I think about the plagiarism. I think about that and go, yeah, nice job in the plagiarism. Nice job of getting destroyed in the elections twice. Nice job picking another person who's as bad as running elections as you. All right, listen, if I was a Democrat, I'd be saying the same thing. I would absolutely be saying the same thing. And I've said it before about candidates, if Republican or Democrat. Sometimes they do a good job, sometimes they don't. And some people just know how to run a campaign, some don't. Like this year, what was his name? Bloomberg. Horrible campaign. What was it? Remember we did a couple of shows on that? What was it? 700 million? What a dupe. What a moron. What a dumbberg. And what was that last election with Giuliani? What was his deal? Giuliani, like, oh, I'm only going to campaign in 3 states. I'm sure I'll do very well. Nope. He got out pretty quickly. This is the heart of the United States, the mayor of New York from 9/11, and he couldn't parlay that at all. I'm telling you, there's something shifty about the way they fund these campaigns. There's something very, very shifty about it all. There's something about taxes. Something is wrong. Something is amiss. Who else has been... well, de Blasio tried to run. He ran a horrible campaign. He did. I don't even think his wife voted for him. I don't think so. I don't think he got those votes. I don't think he got the black wife vote. I don't think so. Pataki, did he run again this year? Like a silent running or something like that, like a submarine. A lot of these guys really, I don't know what they're thinking. And, I laugh about it, but the truth is, I should stop laughing because, what are they thinking? What is that all about? When you run and you don't even get like a 0.5%, and you stay in the race for as long as possible. What is that? Is that all about money? Is that a money grab? Do you get credit for that? Like, is that a thing? Meanwhile, you already have a full-time job. You already are mayor. You already are mayor of New York. Why would you want to be president? Why would you want to be vice president? Why do you, oh, Dave, they're just making a good showing. No, de Blasio made a bad showing. It's like his credibility is worse now than it ever was. Because he made a feeble attempt at running for president. What was that all about? And who actually was at his campaign? Oh, yeah, this is the guy. No, none of the other Democrats. There's 25 to choose from. I picked this guy. Really? I would like to have seen what his campaign team was like. I got a feeling it never got off the ground. I got a feeling something is wrong with all that. There's money and all that. It has to be. I just think so. All right, let's do it. I said I wasn't going to do a show. And I did a show anyway. All right, little preamble. Let's get right to it. I said I was going to start off with Aftermath. Dear God, I just want to... Oh, what is it called? I can't read it from here. I just want to play episode 231. All right? Dear God. Oh, by the way, before I even read this, I just want to say, if you want to comment, because somebody left a comment recently and the spelling was awful and the grammar was... it's a little bit unintelligible. Like, I have no idea I know what this person is saying, but that might have been a situation. If you're not good at spelling, or, by the way, I also acknowledge the Spreaker box. It's hard to type in the Spreaker box because if you make a mistake, like, you can't just back up. Like, it's a whole thing if you make a mistake, and if you don't realize you make a mistake and then you see it after you're ready to post it, you're like, I'm not going back and correcting it, because the way they do it is like one line at a time, like one straight line. I know, it's really bad. I gotta write. I should write a letter to Spreaker. I'm not going to, because I know I'm not going to. But I should write a letter to Spreaker saying, you got to fix the Spreaker chat box. It's really no good. Okay, so that would have been a good time to what? What would have been a good time to do? It would have been a good time to call the Dumbing It Down with Dave hotline. Also call the Dumb line. You could have called that person who wrote that misspelled message. You could have called 3477 I am dumb. 3477, the letter I, the letter M, dumb, D-U-M-B. Or you can call 347-746-3862. 347-746-3862. And you could have left a voicemail, 60 seconds or less. No profanity, otherwise it won't get played. Any profanity, I'm telling you right now, it's not going to get played. Okay, so there you go. If you could do that, that would be really great. That would help you out as well, especially if you can't spell, and especially if you're having problems with the Spreaker chat box, which I fully understand. That's quite possible. All right. Don't be a loser like Joe Biden. Don't be a sleepy loser. All right. I should really play a clip from Calm. I should record a clip. I don't know if that's even legal. Or maybe I should just write down some words that he says when he starts off. You know, like, in the forest, one night, it was a warm, quiet night. And like, oh my God, I can't take it. I start to strain to listen, and then as I'm straining, I just exert the last energy in my body, and I pass out. I really think it's like 5 seconds. They should weaponize that guy. That's what they should do. They should drop recordings, MP3s, over hostile territories, wherever we're at war. They should drop MP3s that are on autoplay of the Calm podcast. You watch these guys just drop like flies. Remember back in the day they had tear gas or sleeping gas? Yeah, this is Calm MP3s. It's the new weapon. You should weaponize it. All right. Aftermath. Dear God, I just want to play episode 231. What was this about? In this episode, which still may be considered as part of the George Floyd series, Dave talks about growing up in his bedroom, talking to God in Brownsville, New York. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was about. What's the fortune cookie comment here? Let's see. Do I have one? Oh my God, it's a long one. Oh God. You know, pragmatism gives you the opportunity to be flexible because you just want the truth. That's my pragmatism. As I always talk about, I just want the truth. I would love some happiness. And, you know, during the search for it all, you know, that's where I'm going. You know what? That was mine. Not as good as when my assistant does it. That was mine. I picked that out. I think I might go back to having her do it. Anyway, so let's go to listeners' comments for that episode. Are there any? Looks like there's 9, including my own. So I wrote, thank you for listening to this episode number 231. I recorded it in my van outside my house late on a Sunday night. Yep. I was completely exhausted from a very long day where I woke up early in the morning and stayed awake until late at night to make sure I got this recorded and published. I hope this episode's not too confusing. I hope it's informative and entertaining. Thank you for commenting here in this box, the Spreaker box. Yep, that was me. Linda Irwin wrote, Idaho is rising up in the numbers again on COVID-19. Oh, unbelievable. Linda Irwin also wrote, if I had been 6 or so years younger and grew up in your neighborhood, I would have been your friend and played with Matchbox cars with you. Oh, wow, Linda. I don't think I've ever played Matchbox cars with a girl. You're a girl. I don't think I would have done that. Yeah, I probably would have. I had girl friends back in the day. I had a full head of hair and 6-pack, 8-year-old abs. 7-year-old. Yeah, I had 7-year-old abs too. Okay. No, thank you, Linda. That would have been great. It would have been nice to play with Matchbox cars. You have a personal favorite? You know what I used to do with my Matchbox cars? I don't know if I did it once a year. I probably did it 4 times a year, but I never remembered that I did it previously. So I probably did it every couple. Who knows how often I did it? I would get every car I had, and I would put them in a straight line. And then I would have a drag race, like a car of the year, And best car, whatever, best appearance. I would do these things with the cars. So what I would do is I put them all on a start line, like a drag race, and I would just all give them. I try to give them all an equal push. You know what? And if my father or mother had indulged me just one little bit, if they had noticed at all what I was doing, because they were asleep, I was doing this on Saturday mornings. They could have came out with a clipboard and we could have actually put down the name of every car, and then we could have measured. I would have totally been into that. If I had myself as a dad, I would have been a great dad. And I would have loved myself. And I would have loved me as a kid. And I would have loved me as a dad. I would have said, listen, how about this? You try to give an equal push, and I'll write down the distance. We'll get a tape measure, and we'll do it. Yeah, I would have been like, yeah, let's do that. Because I want to keep track of this. And I would never remember how long in between events I did it. It was probably 2 weeks. But it felt like I haven't done that in a while. I think it's time for Car of the Year. And I would line up all the cars and I would push them one at a time. And I'd make this big mess in the living room. And then my mother would come into the living room with her hair like a mess, like she's Anne Margaret, who just had crazy sex, which I know she didn't. She just woke up and she'd look at me like, what are you doing? It's like, hey, it's Saturday morning. What are you doing, sleepyhead? I'm out here having a good time. I'm out here with all my Matchbox cars that you've bribed me with. They're all bribe cars. Okay, anyway. Thank you, Linda. I really appreciate it. I wish we had played Matchbox cars. Is it too late? I still have all of mine. Pretty much. I think so. I don't know. I know I have almost all of them. Oh, look. Next comment. Usually it's a whole bunch of Lindas. Today we got a different one. MIA Massey here. MIA isn't missing in action. MIA Massey here. And I am COVID confused. The governor is threatening the New York City and Long Island people to keep social distance and wear masks. If not, he'll roll back the reopening of things. The confusion is the protesters are allowed to group in the thousands, and my family can't have a funeral for my cousin who died in April from COVID. Well, that's a good point, Bobby. That's a very good point. Yeah, that's a lot of that going around, right? But I don't think they allow the crowds to wear. I think they can't stop the crowds. And, so I'm not going to poo-poo on Bobby's comment, but I do hear that a lot. Oh, you're allowed? No, you're not allowed. There's no legislation as well. Okay, if you're going to protest and riot, which, by the way, is hand in hand. Isn't it hand in hand? No. If you're going to protest for a meaningful cause, no, that's not even in there. It doesn't even have to be a meaningful cause. You could protest for anything these days. Okay. It's not allowed. They can't stop these people because they're in a mob. So we're powerless to stop our own mobs. Okay, whatever. Thank you, Bobby. Great comment. Bobby Massey, second comment. Look at that. 2 in a row for Bobby. We can't celebrate a kid's graduation, but they allow looters to destroy and be released the next day from jail with no bail. Don Cuomo, folks. Keep friends close and your politicians closer. Good post, Bobby. There you go. Yeah, there you go. We're waiting for the 240-some episodes. Oh, look, another one. 3 in a row from Bobby Massey. Wow. He's hot. He's on a roll. Bobby Massey, great show. Not a confusing show at all. It was good to hear you open up and just free flow your thoughts. Good stuff, Dave. Yeah, I've been free flowing my thoughts since episode 1. But it's nice to see you join on. Thank you, Bobby. I really appreciate it. Good comments. All right. Hal Aaron. Wow, look at Hal Aaron. Thanks for showing us so much love. I'm going for a wait. Oh, yeah. Thanks for showing so much love to I'm going for a drive, Dave. I have an announcement. That's what he says. It will soon be available on CD Baby as a digital download. I haven't heard from him since this is 2 months ago, Hal. And I mentioned it a couple episodes ago, but I guess you're busy. Everybody's busy. All right, there you go, CD Baby. Come on, Hal, give us the information so people can order their digital copy from CD Baby. Okay. Hal Aaron wrote, thank you, Pat Morrow from Crooked River Radio for adding it to your rotation. Stay pragmatic. Stay awesome. Go with God. Thank you, Hal Aaron. I see, that's why I like comments of various, from a diverse field. It just mixes things up. I like it. All right. And I closed by saying, thank you for allowing me 30 minutes into your day. Have a great one ahead. Blah, blah, blah. Want to learn more? Go to my website. All right. That's from my assistant. All right. Good job, guys. I like that. That was episode 231. How much time do we have? I don't think I can do more because I did do a nice preamble. 23 minutes. All right. I think we can do one more show. All right. Episode 232. Toys in the attic. Uh-oh. What is this about? Again, don't forget 3477 I am dumb or 347-746-3862. If you want to add to these comments, it's not too late. Or if you want to call, you can call it in. Call it in. And if you keep it profanity free in under 60 seconds, I'll play it. Okay, so there you go. In this episode, Dave discusses his breakthrough conversation with his wife on how his garage is the albatross around his neck, not a fish, it's a bird, that keeps him from moving forward. There you go. Is there a fortune cookie comment here? If you walk around with an albatross around your neck, things would be pretty tough in life. You wouldn't get much done, right? Okay, that's true. That's a true sentence. Not exactly one of those phrases you're going to see on the side of a memorial or something, but nonetheless, it makes sense. All right, 8 comments. Let's get to it. This will probably be the only other show we do. Yep, I started off by talking about the phone number. There you go. Linda Irwin wrote, let's talk about finding another planet to move to. Oh, I like that. That would be exciting. Linda Irwin wrote, you know what would be worse than waiting at the toll booths? Getting temperature checked and a health screening before you're allowed to continue on. Yeah, that's true. Linda Irwin also wrote, they are easing up to the max in Idaho, and our cases have skyrocketed. Wow. Yes, I'm freaking out. I have a double memorial service to attend with dozens of people from the hotspot area in 9 days. Oof. Okay. Linda Irwin wrote, she actually printed a link to the definition for albatross. Oh, is that a Wikipedia? Yeah, it's Wikipedia. There you go. Linda Irwin wrote, our garage is such a mess. We should put hazard tape around the outside of it. If anyone goes in there, they'll probably die in an avalanche. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. That's very, very bad, Linda. Not good. Not good at all. Hold on. It's loop-de-loop time here. Don't forget, I'm actually in the car driving home, so I do the loop-de-loop here at Coxsackie. All right, let's put a pin on that one. What's the next episode? Oh, racism or poor service, 233. 20... Oh, I can't see. I have my glasses. Oh, 26 minutes. We could do one more. He says ignorantly. Racism or poor service, number 233. In this episode, Dave records from his garage, which represents a lot of pain in Dave's life. That is true. That garage is, well, it got a lot better, but all right. Here's the fortune cookie quote for this episode. Was it racism, or was that person just a douche? I think that's a great question. I think that's a great question in a lot of these episodes. Not my episode. I'm saying, situations that happen where people go, oh, that guy was racist. Maybe that person's just a douche. But whatever. All right. I start off with a comment talking about the hotline, the dumb line. Linda Irwin wrote, .001 is now Albatross Productions. Can you fly with that? LOL. I don't remember exactly what that was pertaining to, but I can sort of guess. Linda Irwin wrote, I remember Room 222. The ones that I remember the most are All in the Family, The Jeffersons, and Maude, as well as Good Times and What's Happening. Oh my God, yeah, these are good shows. I mean, honestly, I never watched Good Times. What's Happening I did, but not Good Times. It was very tense to me. I felt like it was a very tense situation. But the rest of them I all watched a little bit. Linda Irwin also wrote, I live in T-shirts and leggings. Again, I don't remember what that was in reference to, but thank you, Linda. Linda Irwin also wrote, pool place. Remember social distancing? No handshaking. You can keep your distance and still be a good salesperson. Sorry you had to go through that. It could seem racist if you were a minority. Oh, he's talking about when I went shopping for the pool. Pool place. She's talking about the pool place. Remember social distancing? Right. No handshaking. You can keep your distance and still be a good salesperson. She's right. That's right, Linda. All right. This probably be the last one. Apple Store. Oh, that's what she did. One was for the pool, one was for the Apple Store. So this is about me talking about being at the Apple Store, which I didn't go to. We were in the parking lot. They set up in the parking lot. Ridiculous on the appointment for each little thing. He may have been a replacement employee due to regular employees being off for quarantine. He may not have understood the rules. Swapping is how it works here at Radio Shack too. Radio Shack? All of ours are gone. Unless you leave your original item at home. I do not think it has anything to do with the race. Probably right. All right. I think that's good. I think we covered it. All right, folks. I got a couple of episodes in there. What's going to be my next one? Let's see. So that was 233, racism or poor service. Oh, the next one's going to start with Bubba Wallace. All right, Bubba Wallace. We'll start the next one, 234. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed Dumbing It Down with Dave this episode. We're doing the best we can to keep the show rolling and catch up with all the listeners' comments that I've left behind. I definitely want to catch up this way, But it's going to be on you to comment as soon as possible after these shows, because if I stay like a week behind, which is like a good number, then you have a whole week to listen and comment. So if you want to participate, do that. Oh yeah, and you can always leave the voicemail. Always leave the voicemail. All right, guys, have a good day. Thanks. Bye. Nope, that wasn't it. Outro. Oh boy, I might have to cut it off. But anyway, thanks again, guys. Thank you, Hal. Thanks you, Hal. Let's go for a drive. Good song. Thank you for listening to this episode of Dumbing It Down with Dave. Goodbye, good day, good night, good luck, good riddance. Good rats, Godspeed. And great skills. Take care.